Goat milk has a chemistry that is very close to human breast milk. We don't use the egg white, although the egg white has 3 grams of protein and albumin. We want the 3 grams from the egg yolk with all its antioxidants from vitamin E, lutein, bioflavonoids, and phospholipids. Phospholipids are the main thing because they nourish the neural membrane. So the egg is an excellent drug for the cerebral area. Flower pollen has all the nutrients. Turnip is an excellent antioxidant. It cleanses the arteries as well. Red or white potato rice also acts as a good brush and makes for good digestion because it goes out cleansing the gastrointestinal tract area. Burdock, which is gobo, which is used in Oriental medicine. Gobo also helps to make a good antioxidant detox. Raw olive oils are the best there is, and we do not need to check the degree of acidity of these oils, but we know that they are to be used raw and not heated. Apricot is the best food for the transportation of oxygen, and we know that divers frequently eat apricot before diving. Then we have the umeboshi, that which has a perfect sodium-potassium balance at the cellular level. So a salted and cured umeboshi has an effect of 2 sodium to 7 potassium. Green juice, which is actually a sap from green leaves, is the world's greatest detoxifier. It is a sap that cleanses the intestinal stomach mucosa and makes for good intestinal permeability without the formation of a dysbiosis. Cayenne red pepper has a very interesting circulatory function. It is excellent for the heart and helps to prevent the formation of excess thromboxane, increases prostacillin, and therefore regulates the D-dimer and the fibrinogen. There we have the Italian diet, and we want to keep in mind the main organic foods are cucumber, carrot, and beets. So we will continue with the book World Keys to Health and Long Life by Dr. Bernard Jensen, who is a world-renowned expert in the world of iridology. He has a PhD in nutrition, and consequently he wrote this book during his trip around the world, searching for the keys to longevity, where he met several people of 100, 120, and 133 years of age, and as incredible as it may seem, people of 147 and 167 years of age. Now I'm going to show you the description of his work in relation to the Hunza people, who he personally went to research and verify what they adopted as part of their eating habits. So in this city, their village, which is known as the Good Land, the land of health and long life, which is there in Pakistan where these Hunza people exist. We observed the king of the Hunza together with Dr. Bernard Jensen. And from what it looks, they even look a little bit alike. Dr. Bernard Jensen passed away at the age of 90. And here below we see a classroom scene of the Hunza people. And here we see their main food, which is buckwheat. They had cornfields that were very high in protein, and here we want to show the father, who is 110 years old, and the son, who is 65 years old. Observe that one of the main foods considered to be the key to longevity in the world is dried apricots. By rubbing them in mountain water, they make a juice. And this juice is extremely therapeutic in that it cleanses the cells and promotes epigenetic health. Look at the 110-year-old hands without rheumatoid arthritis, without any stiffness. These men are resilient from doing a lot of hiking in the mountains. Here we have a picture of father and son. The Hunza father, who is at 120 years old, and the son, who is 65 years old. Again, we see the hands of the 110-year-old without arthritis or any stiffness. Now here, the father and son, the father at 120 and the son at 65, there are pictures that Dr. Bernard found that are painted images that you see here of Li Cheng-yun. He is from China, 256 years old. He died in 1930. Then we have Thomas Parr, who was 153 years old. This Russian, Shirali Muslimov, he died at 167 years old. You can see Charlie Smith from Florida in the United States, who looked 133 years old. But the most interesting part is when we met Mr. Gazanov, a 153-year-old man that he met in Russia. In order to meet this Russian man, Mr. Gazanov, he had to ask for permission from the Russian government. You can see here Mr. Gazanov at 153 years old. Bernard Jensen got this permission to visit him there in the mountains of Russia. And he was asked what he ate the most and if he ate meat. He said yes. He ate meat such as lamb and mutton twice a year. And he ate foods such as fruits and vegetables that he grew in the mountain. However, Mr. Gazanov was asked, what is the secret to longevity of life? He looked next to him and he said, look at my wife next to me. A good marriage. I would say an excellent marriage. So part of having longevity of life is having a good marriage. A marriage that is blessed by the Father in the heavens. A marriage of harmony and of peace makes for a longevity of life. Interestingly, the Maori from New Zealand, who was 123 years old, was breaking the rules of healthy habits in a way that we don't approve of. She used tobacco and would have had a long life, and I would say maybe if she hadn't used tobacco, she would be living much longer than 123 years. Here we are showing Gazanov there at 153 years of age, next to Dr. Bernard Jensen, and next to Dr. Bernard Jensen's wife. It is interesting that a major key was that the elderly had the same weight that they had between 20 and 30 years of age. Look there at this detail. There you see one of the book's whole life food blend. Dr. Bernard Jensen's message was the secret of iridology is in the study of embryology. And one of the things that Dr. Bernard Jensen also said was in relation to organic foods from the sun and the earth, and the recommendation to live more in the countryside. And remember one important thing. Stop living on supermarket foods. We live on foods that come from the sun and the earth. So my wish is for all of you to have a vibrant health. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shalom.